represent the Yay area.
Hey, what's up, y'all? DjRon, classic DJ from the Bay. For those that don't know, this right here is the Bay Area, California, San Francisco. On my background right there, that is the actual Bay. My high school alma mater is in my background. I'm standing in my hometown of Richmond, California. But look, let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah. Let me holler at you real quick, baby. See, love ain't just flowers and filters. Nah, it's hustle, it's patience. It's that late night talk when y'all both broke. But you stay down, you made. We started out broke, no whips, just dreams. Now we talking duplex, palm trees and cream. She was ride or die, never slipped on the plan. Now we rolling hand in hand like a West Side jam. She kept it solid, I gave her game. Ain't no Instagram fame, just legacy lanes. I ain't talking diamonds or red carpet flicks. I'm talking dishwashers and rent paid quick. It's that LOVE, low-key, no flex. That Bonnie and Clyde, but with direct deposit checks. Argue, yeah, but we never lose pace. She my day one, I don't need a new face. We made, baby, we too legit. This that built from scratch, can't fake this shit. It ain't luck, it's time and grit. You ride with me, we ride and get rich. We made, no need to pretend. Took years, but we built it again and again. No breaks, no pause, no quit. That real West love, we built for this.
We on to our next segment, our next session. Just got into the vehicle. It's a beautiful day here in the Bay, and I'm just ready to talk to you all about a subject, a topic. It's entitled 3 words that I've never heard before, and it's crazy because I've heard these words before, but not in the sweet succession from a female's lips, not in the sweet succession from a lady that I was attracted to, that I was that we share our like, that we're in like with one another. You know what I mean? And I promise you, ladies, if you ask this question, particularly early on in a relationship, it probably would lead to an extended relationship. So let's go ahead and get into it. Up until this point, I've had many successes in my life, but up until this point, I've mostly talked about failures. And the thing about it is that it's the failures that we really learn from, you know what I mean? And failures often lead to successes, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to share a lot of that with you. And it's better to hear from me, from my experience, than to have to go through them yourself, you know what I mean? Unless you want to be hard-headed and just want to be knocked upside your head or whatnot. It's just truly better to learn from people who have been through some things. So particularly when I used to get into relationships, or if I had somebody I was interested in, I used to ask the question of, what do you see yourself in the next 5 years? You know what I mean? And oftentimes that was a telltale of somebody that you're talking to. You know what I mean? I can find out what kind of woman this is, if this is a good woman or whatnot, if she wants to be led and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it is, I've never heard the words, what's the vision, from her. You understand what I'm saying? What's the vision? What's the vision? It's just a great question to ask. We're not only talking about money, though money may have help, but it's just money won't get it. But more so, we need from a good woman, we need like an angel investor, somebody who can instill encouragement into us. You know what I mean? To be able to encourage us, to be able to let us know that it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm reminded of a skit by Cat Williams where he talks about, matter of fact, the San Francisco Zoo. I just showed you a video of San Francisco, but he's talking about tigers in the zoo and the things that they go through. I encourage you to go take a look at it for yourself. Just YouTube Cat Williams, Tigers in the Zoo, and let the rest do what it do. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, there's nothing sexy to have your wife or your lady to say, I'm proud of you, baby. You know what I mean? I believe in you. You know what I mean? At that point, it's like hashtag, I'm going to go harder. You know what I mean? That's all about, well, that's what black love is all about. You understand what I'm saying? I can remember back when I was like 23 years old or something like that. Just got custody of my oldest son, and Lord bless me to meet a young lady that, you know what I mean? And we decided we was going to raise our children together, you know what I mean? And we got on that mission, you understand what I'm saying? And I started off like literally like broke. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I got into some things that, I went back to the life, if you will, and came across a whole lot of money, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to lie, I probably did her wrong. One of the best females I'd ever been with up until that time. And here I go, I did her wrong, you know what I mean? So I think oftentimes we're we're afraid to encourage one another for fear of what may happen on the back end. You know what I mean? Once they get on their feet, will they run off and leave me? You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I did that. But I think once we fight the fear and we do it anyway, we'll see that oftentimes it's going to lead to something much, much better. You know, that's what happened to people when they're in college and that kind of thing, when they meet somebody else and together they're working towards something special, something that they can both relate to, a vision that both of them can see. You know what I mean? And even if she can't see it, or ladies, even if you can't see it, if you have trust in him and believe he has enough potential, then you could at least believe it, and y'all can start moving towards that thing, whatever it is that he desires, that's going to be best for both of y'all. You understand what I'm saying? But the reason why I say you don't have to worry about what happened in the past, the truth of the matter is, most men don't hit their successful stride until their late 40s and early 50s. You know what I mean? And I know some of you ladies are thinking he better hurry up before he run out of time. But that attitude is what may be keeping him or holding him back. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, you want to be encouraging, be that angel investor. Again, not just monetarily, although that may help. Who knows? I'm not talking about to flip your tax money, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that. But I'm just saying, typically investing in him to move towards that goal that y'all have together. You know what I mean? And the truth about it is that, ladies, we need y'all, and y'all need us to reach our fullest extent, our fullest potential. And you know what I mean? We're going to do the best we can with where we are and what we have. You understand? Understand this, though. The biggest turnoff is hearing any woman that say what you ain't going to do, even if we don't need you to do it. You know what I mean? Once you start talking about what you ain't going to do, how you ain't going to do, whether when like you with you or whatever, and it could be something totally off the subject, but just that attitude is, you know, water thrown on the fire. You understand what I'm saying? It may not put the fire out, but it certainly will kill the heat, if you will. You understand what I'm saying? So brothers, you know, you want to make sure that you keep your gasoline on your fire. You know what I mean? Even if nobody else understands your vision or can see it, you know what I mean? Remember that God gave that vision to you. And so therefore you have to keep on going for it. You have to keep on reaching for or whatnot. You know what I mean? OG once told me that, you know, if you think small, you're going to be small. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes small people want you to see it from their point of view. But remember, you got to see it from your point of view. So look, this is a short video, but I mean, I can't express how important it is. But the thought, the closing thought is that, ladies, if you want to get close to a good man, and also brothers, if you want to attract a good woman, you know what I mean? Don't be scared to share your vision. But then, ladies, also ask him his vision, not his plan, because a plan is different than a vision. A vision is where he sees himself going. His plan is how he's going to get there. You know what I mean? Plans may change, but visions more often than not don't. You understand what I'm saying? Visions may be expanded. You understand what I'm saying? But more often than not, it does not retract. It does not get smaller. It gets bigger, if nothing else. So look, at this time, I'm just going to go ahead and close this video. Like I said, it's not that long of a video, but it's absolutely fundamental when you're developing or plan to develop a relationship with someone of the opposite sex. Once again, ladies, ask him, what's the vision? You understand what I'm saying? And brothers, don't be scared to share your vision. Oftentimes, two people are put together in order to work and work together towards a goal. You know what I mean? And that goal, it may remain the same, but usually it's expanded. And the goal is to expand it together. So look, that's about all I got. I'm having a good day today. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be able to share that with you all. Remember, this is the dilemma of a good man, and we're not just talking about men, but we also talk about women as well. You know what I mean? The goal is to help to come together, you understand what I'm saying, and work towards some prosperity of some sort. You know what I mean? Whatever type of prosperity the two of y'all have in mind, you know what I mean? So don't forget to like, subscribe to the page, you understand what I'm saying? Plan to do more installments in the very near future, you know what I mean? And if you feel led to do so, you can state maybe your hometown, your city, wherever you are, you know what I mean? Your marital status, if you're single and looking, you know what I mean? If you're married, that's cool too, because then at that point, you may be able to share some of the things that help you and your spouse to get to wherever you are now, no matter where that is. You know what I mean? Even if you're at ground zero, this is how we met. This is how we got to this point. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people want to be even where you are, and that's together. You understand what I'm saying? So also, like I said, like, subscribe, share, comment, all those good things. And until the next time, y'all take care. And as always, God bless.
Yeah. Let me holler at you real quick, baby. See, love ain't just flowers and filters. Nah, it's hustle, it's patience. It's that late night talk when y'all both broke. But you stay down, you made. We started out broke, no whips, just dreams. Now we talking duplex, palm trees and cream. She was ride or die, never slipped on the plan. Now we rolling hand in hand like a West Side jam. She kept it solid, I gave her game. Ain't no Instagram fame, just legacy lanes. I ain't talking diamonds or red carpet flicks. I'm talking dishwashers and rent paid quick. It's that LOVE, low-key, no flex. That Bonnie and Clyde, but with direct deposit checks. Argue, yeah, but we never lose pace. She my day one, I don't need a new face. We made, baby, we too legit. This that built from scratch, can't fake this shit. It ain't luck, it's time and grit. You ride with me, we ride and get rich. We made, no need to pretend. Took years, but we built it again and again. No breaks, no pause, no quit. That real West love, we built for this. I told her straight, don't chase me, build with me. Now we sharing dreams, not just quick quickies. She had the brains, I had the street smarts. Now we building something that won't fall apart. From a one bedroom to keys and escrow. I ain't rich, but baby, we blessed though. You can keep the club, I'm cool with the couch. Me and my woman, we talking future rap. You gotta love through the lows, not just the highs. When the bills hit harder than them goodbyes. If she ride for you, better ride right back. Cause good ones get tired and that's straight facts. It ain't about being flashy in the streets. It's about who you build with when life ain't sweet. You can lose it all, but if she's still down, that's the kind of woman you crown in your town. Ain't no sneaking round, no games, no shame. You keep it 100 or stay out the lane. Cause love ain't soft, it's gangster when it's real. You stay 10 toes down, now that's a deal. We made, baby, we too legit. This that built from scratch, can't fake this. It ain't luck, it's time and grit. You ride with me, we ride and get rich. We made, no need to pretend. Took years, but we built it again and again. No breaks, no pause, no quit. That real West love, we built for this. You don't win with just love, you win with hustle. And when y'all both bring something to the table, you ain't just built different, you built for life. You made West Side, baby. Just love, you win with hustle. And when y'all both bring something to the table, you ain't just built different, you built for life. You made West Side, baby.